Is there any character traits that you've had to drop?
When I was in secondary school, I was like professional malice keeper. As in, I know that once I'm not talking to you, if you look at me, I don't know you.
Oh my
I have never met you before in my life. For like, I used to actually keep record of you like 2 months, 3 months. I will see you every day.
Hotel.
I will see you every day. I will walk by. I'm like, you offended me, so that's the end of our friendship. So move on and behave like you don't know me, and you behave the same way. Now that's actually so much better. I don't like silent treatment. I can't do that thing that we're not talking to each other if something is wrong.
Speaking of names, do names play a role in our character?
I can't name my child here. You will not be one Rachel there, and you will be looking at each other like, wait, you somehow.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Eklektos. If you're new here, please comment where you're watching from. We would love to hear from you in the comment section. And if you're a returning subscriber, here are your flowers. We love you. Thank you so much for watching. So today's episode is going to be really special and different. I have one of our viewers here with us, and we're going to be, it's just a fun episode, just no vibes, but yeah. So join me to welcome one of our esteemed viewers, Miss Biobele Fubara. Thank you for joining us on set today. How does it feel to be on this side of the camera?
Thank you so much for having me. It's such a privilege to be here. It's very exciting to be here, honestly. The previous week I was behind the camera, and
yeah, true.
This week I'm in front of it, so I'm like,
other people behind the camera, watch out.
I'm like, wow, interesting. When you texted me, I thought we're playing. I honestly thought we're playing, but here we are. So thank God.
Oh, that's nice. It's good to be with the viewer. I mean, I'm not saying our other guests don't watch, but like we want to hear from the viewer's perspective. So like this episode is basically a review of what has been going on throughout this season. And yeah, we want to hear how it has been for you. I'm always on the side of the camera. I don't know.
It has actually really been very impactful, especially from Daddy's episode and Pastor Thierry's episode that is currently out. Daddy's episode was really interesting. I had never seen that side of him before.
Right?
Yeah. The stories he told, I was like, so he used to play bass. You grew up. So finding out new things was making him a little bit more relatable than he had already been. Yeah, and Pastor T's episode, it really did make me understand why he is the way he is.
Okay.
When he spoke about him being somewhat of I don't want to say troubled, but somewhat of a troublemaker when he was younger. And seeing him now and him explaining the process actually did make a lot of sense to me, because he has mentioned about how he used to be one of those pastor students that don't really care about what's going on. But he explained a bit more and explained the process of how he grew to be the person he is now. Especially when he said he decided to be happy. That part really stuck to me. And I was like, it all boils down from deciding to change and seeing like there's a problem and we have to move from here to this point.
There.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that is common in each episode, right? In Daddy's Zone, it was saying, I think I was really excited for Daddy's episode because I feel a lot of us see where he is now. And although one episode could not cover like the extent of his life getting to that point, but at least seeing behind the scenes, seeing a place where you can relate, seeing a place where you're like, okay, ordinary men. I mean, of course, there's grace, but like they said from somewhere. So in that episode, we spoke about culture shock. I'm just taking us back. For those who might just be watching, like we'll talk a bit on each episode, then you can now go back and watch the full thing later. So when you came to Russia, was there anything that stood out to you, like culture shock, like you're like, what's going on here?
The first thing that was very intriguing for me was that the zebra crossing walk. Yeah, like you actually walk on the zebra crossings and the people stop.
My goodness,
I had never. I had never experienced it till coming here, to be honest, and always having lights. It's no, not having no.
There's no fear of, oh my god, I need to charge my phone.
Yes, I realize that whenever I go anywhere, it doesn't matter what percent my phone is on. I can charge it everywhere. It doesn't really matter. But in Nigeria, it is a different situation.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole zebra crossing thing. I think one thing that I not even, okay, that's not really a culture shock, but understanding that when you stay in a place for a while, you kind of change without noticing it, right? So when I went back to Nigeria, like I think last year to visit, here there are trash cans everywhere. Like there's no need for you to litter because I mean there are trash cans everywhere. And I went back home and I was literally struggling to look for. I could not find a trash can to trash stuff. And then one security guy is like, "Ah, just throw it on the floor now." I'm like, what? Like, even when we finished from, I think we went to go watch a movie or something. So I packed my things, like, when I finished to throw it outside. Then I like, "Ah, you stayed abroad for longer." But yeah, like, I don't realize that, oh wow, like, this was actually what you were living in that you don't realize was a problem until you went out. Yeah, even crossing the road. I don't know how to cross road now. The whole flying in between cars.
Yeah, I don't think I can do it anymore. The way I just majestically walk on the...
And the cars have to stop. You just have that confidence that whatever happens, that car will stop. Any other thing?
Generally, just what was... I can't talk about what we spoke about last week, right?
You can. Just coming up.
The children and adult relationships.
Okay.
How they speak to each other. It was a very interesting dynamic. How they... It's okay how they are a bit expressive, but to a very good extent, they don't really have the culture of respect. And it's different from what I'm used to. So that was very interesting to me, because I'm like, is your teacher or is your mom? Especially when they're talking to their moms. And if it's not like it's better when it's your teacher, but when it's your parents, I'm like, there's a part of you being friends, but this is your mother. You would reduce your voice when you're speaking to your mother. So that was very interesting to me.
Yeah, I think going to class and then they call the teachers by their names. I'm like, no miss, no mister, no nothing. Like just like that, and it's normal. And it's not offensive to the other side as well. So, yeah, true. I think here, what would I say was a culture shock? I think it's how much they smoke. Yeah. How, as in designated areas for smoking. How before class, my classmates would smoke. During period, they'll go smoke.
After class,
they'll still smoke. I'm like, Like, I don't understand it. Okay, now I understand that, of course, there's an addiction part to it. But I'm like, how are you smoking so much? Are you even breathing air at all? But yeah, that was something. What else did you even talk about in that episode? Daddy's episode. Can't remember any other thing.
How he moved from I don't remember what exactly he was. Technical, I think he was in the media.
Yeah, media technical. Yeah. Okay. Are you saying a pattern though? But let me just...
Calm down. Calm down. What? You didn't know.
So yeah, he moved from media to like choir. Eventually, like now he's a pastor, a country coordinator of Russia, RCCG Russia. And it was amazing how you never would have been able to tell from the beginning. Like if you just knew, okay, I don't know, maybe we'll have someone who knew him there. Maybe Mommy Michelle. Like, okay, like how did it go? Like, were you seeing this in your in his future now, not him, because of course God can reveal things about your future. But for other people, do they see a glimpse? Can they catch a glimpse of what is to come?
I think even if you won't necessarily what you're imagining is not necessarily what God
what
has
God has in mind.
mind.
The story of Abraham rather, is just interesting. When he was like that, like he'll be the father of many nations. First is like, okay, as in my servant is there now.
Yeah,
Of course, I'll be the father of many nations. And God is like, no. Then he went on to have Ishmael, and he was like, God repeats the promise, and he's like, oh, let Ishmael, like live under your blessing. And God is like,
It's not him I'm
I
talking
did not
about.
stutter when I was talking.
I was talking about him.
I said from you and say right, not say from you and right. Like that was your own. Of course, I will bless you, but that was just like that was not my original plan. But yeah, like how Abraham could not see Isaac coming, how Abraham could not, like looking at that story, I can't imagine how it was for him. I would have said I can imagine, but all the time I know the full story before I start. So, but yeah,
So
like
even when he did see it, like, okay, there's Isaac. That's so nice. I don't remember if he saw his grandchildren. I don't think
I
he
don't
did.
think he did.
But okay, there are 12 sons. Okay, this nation is coming up. The children have children. They are 70 something. I'm like, okay, I
Like
see the
yes,
nation. But when you now look at it
at the
now,
end,
it's
like
to think
it's
that we are also
far,
now
far part
included in the
of,
nation.
yeah.
Yeah,
Couldn't have imagined it.
yeah. So nations are wide apart. The Bible says his thoughts are not our thoughts. Are always as far as the heavens are from the earth. So
Isn't it so? What God shows you, you can never fully comprehend until you step into it.
it's always tip of the iceberg. Yeah.
So, have you had that kind of experience so far? I mean, where you are now, you spent at least some years on earth. Where you are now versus like 5 years ago. No, were you here 5 years ago?
No, I wasn't.
Ah, okay, so versus like 5 years ago.
Well, I didn't expect to be here. I didn't expect to be abroad, talk more in Russia.
But did you want to go abroad though?
Did I want to? I mean, everybody would want to.
Not everybody. Some people are patriotic to the core. Like, okay, not to say that we are not patriotic, but some people really love the whole, as in the whole Japa culture is not for them.
That's interesting. I don't know if they still have that view, but God is in control. But at that time, it wasn't really. It was talked about as in I had it as an option, but it was not very concrete. So I was like, it's there, but it's not very.
But then you had your brother here. Like that should make you even more like if he went, I can go as well. Or you're just not interested.
It's not like I wasn't interested. It just did. You know how some things can work with someone, but they will not work for another person because maybe it's not what is
true.
in your own plan.
True.
So I'm like, if it happens, sure.
Fine.
If it doesn't happen,
we give God glory.
either way, we thank God as far as I'm going to school. So it was not really something set in stone. It was not something that I had predicted or I would have expected. Even if I would have wanted to,
it's not here.
I would not have necessarily just chosen here as well.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
it. What else apart from the school part? Growth, where you are now, what's happening in your life, where God is taking you to.
In my relationship with God, I did expect it would be like this. I mean, 5 years ago, I was just like a normal Christian. I mean, going to church and everything.
Okay.
But I didn't expect that. Not like I didn't expect. I didn't know that there was so much more in God. I didn't know that you could have a loving relationship with God and you could basically tell him all your feelings and that there is so much in the Bible that God uses to pattern out your life. How he can use, I don't want to say the scenarios in the Bible and explain things to you and give you a picture of what he wants to do. I didn't know that there's a possibility to have such a close work with God, and it was available to me.
Okay.
So that's something that is major.
All right.
Has changed.
All right. Would you redo it? Take it back?
I don't think I would because the way things panned out, all of them have their significant. what's the word, effect in my life. All of them are giving their own dent in my story or their own twist or turn in my story. So I think I like it the way it is. Although not everything was blissful, not everything was rosy, but they all have their own part
Role
to
to
play.
play. So, what is one word you use to describe your journey so far? What would be the title of your life? Just off the top of your head. Don't overthink it. Once upon a time,
Time.
in the adventures of your man, the misadventures.
It's just a
It
story
could
of
be a villain.
just a
The
story.
autobiography.
Obiebele to becoming.
Come on. You see, it came at the end of the day. It came at the end of the day. You will look back at this video and watch. For those of you that will interview her later, I got here first. Just saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Then we spoke about character. I was going to ask a question. I can't remember it now. On something you were saying. I probably remember later. But yeah, have you had any situation with someone? Any this your smile. What's going on? Any situation or encounter with someone where you're like this person lacks home training?
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be Christian or anyone.
Anyone in general?
There are several instances, but
Off the top of your head.
the way some people talk, it makes me realize that they either they didn't come from a good home or
They refuse to
Or
let
they-
you. They refuse to learn.
yeah. One thing I really hate is I don't know if I really see it as a character this time. When people can't speak without using either insultive words. I find it very, very slimy. To me, it's very slimy, honestly. I don't think it's a home training issue. I just feel it's a character issue, right?
Yeah, character. It can also be background if they've always heard people talk like that.
But then I feel like being someone that was in that category, I don't think it always is. Influence also plays a very large role.
Yeah, true.
I remember when I was in SS3, SS1, within that range, I couldn't say a full sentence without swearing. That's why I don't like it now because I'm
But at home, were you swearing to?
in my house. No,
So it was selective. It's like turn on in school, turn off when you get back home.
because in school, I mean, I was in boarding school, so I was not like I was a different person, but my parents were not watching me. I can just
You were a different person.
not like I was doing anything bad, but
No, I understand. It's just like there's home behavior and school behavior.
something like that.
It happens to both us.
Yes.
It does not mean it happens to me in case my parents are watching.
So yeah, and at that time it seemed cool but then I realized it's gutter behavior.
It's not classy.
At all.
Even those that type in and still use swear words. I'm like, you could have read what you, as in you read it, you felt it was okay enough to post.
I don't like it. It puts me off. It puts me off really. So I had to be very intentional about it. I was in a Catholic school at that time. So for my Lenten observance, I was not going to say any swear word. And by God's grace, that's stopped. And now I'm looking at it, I'm like, why is it that I cannot talk like a human being? Why is it every small thing? Like, I don't know. So, yeah.
Alright. So you just made up your mind, you're not going to do this. It was kind of like a fast, right? If you understand what Lent is.
Yeah, yes.
I just remember in school that they used to eat meat.
Yes, on Fridays.
Yes,
on Fridays.
Do I used to eat their meat? Can't remember. I think the school used to give us their whole as in fish. Like they changed it because of them.
On Fridays.
I did not think that was fair. I'm just saying, I don't know why that's coming to my mind now, but like, why are you changing the whole school's menu because of
Well, because it's a Catholic school, so
yours is a Catholic school, mine isn't.
Oh,
But then there was this, maybe there are ways that they also played favoritism, or what's the word to use when it came to us as in like Pentecostals. But it was just like even Muslims when they're fasting, like they have their own food. Anyways, this is not what we're discussing. I was just remembering the past. All right. Is there any character traits that you've had to drop apart from the whole, like you've mentioned one, the whole language thing? I don't know the word to use. But any other character traits that you think you picked up and you had to drop?
is a little bit about anger,
Okay.
about learning how to express my anger positively.
Mm.
And to actually see what the problem is, and not just one thing I do when I'm upset is it's not vent, I kind of shut down,
Okay.
like towards the person especially. I can God have mercy. I feel like I've actually to an extent grown, because when I was in secondary school I was like professional malice keeper. As in, I know that once I'm not talking to you, if you look at me, I don't know you.
Oh my
I have
goodness.
never met you before in my life. For like, I used to actually keep record of you, like 2 months, 3 months. I will see you
A
every day.
hotel.
I will see you every day. I will walk by. Like, it was, I'm like, you offended me. So that's the end of our friendship. So move on and behave like you don't know me. And you behave the same way. So I feel like now that's actually so much better. Like if someone doesn't listen to me, I'm able to like speak up and say this is what the problem is. I don't like silent treatment. I can't do that thing that we're not talking to each other if something is wrong. Now I can't do it anymore. But before, yeah, I
I
could.
never really understood that though. I think for me, like, I just move on. Like the opposite is as if it never happened. I'm like on the other person's side, don't you get scared? Like it's like when you do something to someone and you feel like this person is meant to react some kind of way and they're just quiet, smiling with you. Don't you feel like one day as you're sleeping?
There's someone that puts you revenge is best said cold. So
Cold,
you don't
yeah,
be feeling like one day something's going to happen.
maybe that's actually the best form of revenge. Like you think about it so much. We're not vengeance is the Lord. Vengeance is for the Lord. I mean, it's the Lord's. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. I was trying to remember the verse well. So we're not saying go and like just sit down, points noted, like anytime someone does something to me. But I'm just saying, like, I think the way the people will overthink things, like that's enough torture on its own.
Yeah,
You don't have to, plus you are light. Like I can come out if you do so. Like if you're even vexing me, I can come and ask you for something. It's not a problem. I need it. So far as you answer me, no problem. You can go with your. I had a classmate. I think it was for like you're talking about months. I think it was for like years, from like junior secondary school, maybe like JS3.
What did the person do?
No, as in I did to the person.
You did to the person,
Yes,
and you
and
are
the
the
person
one. And the,
No, the person was not talking to me now.
ah,
For like I think about like 3 years.
that one.
And we were in the same class. As in, is that kind of you want to borrow pen from someone in class, you ask everybody else. If they don't have, you go to the next class. It was so petty, but shall we later became, as in we later started talking again. And then I think when we graduated, there was this question like, what's one thing was it one thing you regret, or the one thing you wish you could change or something like that? And she was like, oh, the time that we fought in junior school. And me, I was okay. I did not consider it a fight. I didn't even see why it was a problem, but this life, it is all. Then talking about emotions, the episode will have been out by the time they're watching this. Handling emotions. How's that been for you?
We're still in the process of. We're still in the process
Of becoming.
Yeah, because emotions are they're very delicate, and I don't think we can fully learn everything at once. It all comes as a process. Because you can learn how to handle your anger to a certain degree. But then grief comes and you don't
And you
know how
don't
to
know how to
handle it.
relate. True.
Yeah. Or love comes and all your other emotions are upside down.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's in different stages, and as each person grows and they
Learn how
experience what they
to
experience.
handle those moments.
Yeah.
For emotions, I think in the episode prior to this, we mostly focused on not emotions are not bad, right? I don't know how to put it, but now I want us to deal with like joy, the emotions that we are happy to express, right? Do you think there could be an extreme, yes, in expressing such emotions?
Yes.
Okay.
The story coming to my mind is of Jephthah
All right.
when he said, "If we win, when
The
he told
first
God,
thing
if I
that
win this
comes out of
battle,
my
the first thing
house.
that comes out." I mean, he was happy, but in his joy, he ended up giving out the most important thing to him, which was his child. So there are times when you can be so happy and you, what's the word? You cast off virtuous restraints.
Okay.
Your normal thinking is
It
not.
goes, yeah.
You know the thing when you've not had money for a while,
And money comes.
you
And you're
just
like,
go.
today.
I'll eat all the ones that I've not eaten before. I feel like that's also a way that we just.
Yeah, I think there's a saying that's how you know poor people. The way they react when they have money. I don't know what that is a saying, but I think I've heard something like that. Like rich people know how to handle money, but you know someone is poor when you give them money and. But I think another example that comes to mind is Herod, right? When his daughter was dancing and he was
And-
like, anything you want at all.
That's actually the issue, because once we
You're
get
hyped. You
there's
feel on top of the world.
there's now no limits to what we feel we can give. There are also people that I don't know, I think in Nigeria, like when you go for a party or something and people are dancing for you, hyping you, drumming,
They'll use your name to sing song.
you play the one that your generation has not seen, and you'll be like, how did I get here? How did I get here? But like that's something that happens.
So no, and even when you're high on the Holy Ghost. When you're filled with joy, when you're happy, like you should also be cautious then.
Yeah.
I think like don't say something when you're too happy or when you're
too angry.
angry, yeah. Even when you're sad as well.
Yeah.
Because I think it was recently in Open Heavens where he was like, Jabez, because his mom was going through birth pains, she literally named him.
I was thinking about it today. Like, why would you name somebody bitterness?
I think on a side note, like this is just by the side. I feel you should choose your children's name just before.
I was thinking about it today because I was like, what came to my mind was Jabez, Ichabod, Why?
even this lady, I mean this woman, Rachel, Ben Oni. Thank God the father was there to rename him to Benjamin.
I was thinking about I was actually thinking about it today. Names like. Why would you name your child The Glory Has Departed? I understand the glory
did depart, but
so when the glory came back, his name was still Ichabod. And we're like, and this Jabez, the Bible says that he was better than his counterpart. But his name was bitterness.
And the name was following him until he prayed about
that kind of prayer. So names do really play a vital part in person's life. Yeah. I feel like to a very good extent it speaks of either where the person is, will be, or those kind of stuff. I actually think they're very, very important. That's one reason I cannot name my children some names, but
like example.
It's not like the name is bad. Sorry. The name is not bad. It's just that for me, where the root is kind of important.
So like Samson?
No, I'm talking about girls, honestly.
Okay.
Samson is it's okay because at the end we do know that he prayed.
So at the end, the child will now come out to say, I'm
By
not
the
saying there's
mercy-
anything wrong with the name.
By the mercy of God, we hope so. But a name that it's not like it's bad. It's not bad at all. I feel like they are very beautiful names. But I cannot just name my children that. I can't name my child Leah. There will not be one Rachel there, and you will be looking at each other like, wait, you somehow, you know how people always name their children after Bible characters, and there will be a whole family inside the class. So there's Isaac. There's Isaac, then there's
Jacob.
Rachel. Isaac is
Jacob. Isaac is Jacob's dad.
Yes, and all of them will be together and be looking at each other.
Jacob would not have a crush on Rachel.
No.
History repeating itself.
No. And the other name that I really, not like I don't like it, they are really nice names. And I actually do know people that have these names, but it's just not for me. Tama. It's a fine name, but.
Because of the story.
And the two Tamas in the Bible, none of them actually, it wasn't really pleasant for either of them.
I'm trying to remember the second one.
The first one was one that got raped, and the second one was, I don't remember his name, Judah's wife.
Okay.
That's
his daughter-in-law. Yeah.
Yes, his daughter-in-law.
Sure.
And I don't know, it just feels weird to me, knowing her whole story about how her husband died, and the first brother could not give a child, the second one did not want to, and he ended up dying. And then she now had to trick her father-in-law to have a. That's drama.
Unnecessary drama.
So it's not like it's bad. It's not bad. Those names are not bad. But I feel like some names are just general, like, no, our children cannot be named some, another one can be named, like Jezebel. We all know that.
I believe strongly there's someone called Jezebel out there.
And there probably is.
And but the parents thought it best. Like, as they were choosing the name, they were like, perfect.
I feel like if I'm the child, I'll be like, you guys couldn't. You can.
But that's if they are relating it to the Bible.
But even if you are not, I feel like even if you are not,
like if you don't know the story behind Jezebel,
where did your parents get the name from?
I mean, it has tradition. Where was she from? Moab. She was from Moab. So if they have such ancestry,
if they have ancestry, it still boils down to the original Jezebel.
Maybe they just heard the past that she was a queen. She was controlling things, ruling things. Her husband used to, she could move. And I think there was someone saying that for every Bible character, there's good and bad to learn from. So maybe they just had the good part.
About her, in terms of good part, how she was a really supportive wife.
Yeah, she was there.
Even though. Yeah, and I do feel like names play a very major role in a person's life.
So now, speaking of names, the names play a role in our character. And then the example, this is just one, you look for your own example to support or against the motion.
Okay.
But Jacob, when they called him a deceiver, supplanter, like the meaning of his name, and literally he was acting according. Actually, how did they name Red and Deceiver? Like, Sha?
Well, for Jacob's situation, he behaved like that in the womb. When it was time to come out now? Wasn't that the one that pulled his brother back?
In Jacob's defense,
leave the dude there. No
Esau could have decided, I don't want to come out again.
But yeah, that was why they named him that name. So I feel like to a certain degree, that's okay. It's not like it's okay. But he showed short character, so they gave it to him. Someone like Ichabod, all he did was to be born.
At that time.
Yeah. So names do not necessarily
play a role in your character.
Because as Jabez was, his name meant bitter, but it seems like he wasn't bitter. It seems like he just wanted to have a good life for himself. He was better than other people that probably had the better names in that day. So I think it's just based on each person deciding to be.
According to your name or not?
No, not according to your name.
But what about Nabal? When they said his name literally, as in they had to put it there, like his character foolish, his name too foolish.
I understand that. I understand that part, but it just generally boils down to the person, because it's possible that they had named him that, and he's like, "Well, they've already called me this, so why don't I just step into it?" You understand? So, but it's not like everybody that is called queen is a queen or acts queenly or princessly, or there are a lot of people that there was one name I saw that people should stop naming their children after Bible characters. That Abraham just robbed him the other day. So people should stop. People should stop doing it. It kind of is not. It's not like
No, of course, I would say the name does not mean the person will go that way.
Yes.
But there's a likelihood that if you've given someone this name, they'll most likely follow that pattern.
If we are talking about someone being in Christ, yes, I feel like it's actually possible. I feel like it's actually possible to a good extent. Yeah.
So you have people like bearing patience that are not patient, or goodness that are looking for trouble.
I actually knew goodness. Yeah, she was a troublemaker in secondary school, actually. It can be contradictory, but people are supposed to be named in accordance. Not people are supposed to be, but people are normally named in accordance to their character traits or those kind of things. The way we name God based on what he has done, who he is. So sometimes actually just it's nice to see it that way. It doesn't mean it always goes that way. Yeah. I remember when I was younger, I really do not like my name.
Why? Now I remember another question I wanted to ask. What's the meaning of Favor?
My name is joy and happiness.
Interesting. I was about to say joy, there's always.
Yeah.
Good. Why did you like it then?
Because people never knew how to pronounce it, and people always called me Bele. Or biology.
Children can be mean.
Children are the meanest people. Children are so mean, but I can't really blame them because they don't know. But I do not like my name. I always told my mom I wanted to change it or use my English name. My mom was like, "No, that's because you don't name for a reason, and you cannot change it for anybody. If they want to learn, if they want to talk to you, or if they respect who you are, they will know your name. They must learn your name." So it now became my identity as per this. I am Baby. This is who I am. I'm not going to change my name because you don't know how to pronounce it. Like, you can call me nicknames, that's okay. But my name is Bele. My name is not biology. It's not Bele. That's not my name. My name is Bele. And it now became something. My name now felt like a kind of honor to me. Like, this is my name. I own it. It is my name. And I started carrying it around respectfully. Yeah, honorably. So that was a major thing pertaining to my name, because I remember, no, it was not funny. I now had a big stomach then. So it was very embarrassing. They will not be like, children. So yeah.
But where do children learn it from though? I think they just don't have a filter yet.
Yes, I feel like to a very good extent. Children don't know when to keep what is in their head in their head.
I went to say it.
I went to say it out. So you can't necessarily blame them, but doesn't mean it doesn't hurt as a child. So yeah.
Alright.
That was a learning process for me. That was a learning process for me.
But it's good. And now, what's your English name though?
The name of my certificate. It's my English name. Is
So there are other names.
No, it's Elizabeth.
So why did we start with the name of your certificate?
Because I like that name, but I don't go by it.
Okay.
So no one called me Elizabeth. And if you call me Elizabeth, you're probably not talking to me because I'm giving. I mean, my name is Elizabeth, but
You're not used to it.
yes, I'm not.
Alright, makes sense.
So yeah.
I don't think there was ever a time I didn't like my name. I don't know any other person for a long while who had my name. So I felt really special. I still feel special. Then I now met another Dominion. It was heartbreaking, but it's okay. Now I'm the only Dominion I know here.
Yeah. So and like it's actually names are very, very important. I'm sure for a lot of people, especially here, I'm doing baby lady now.
That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's very unique. Names are very unique. They send a cute message.
A cute message.
Yes.
So what's the cute message your name is sending?
You know, it's a very cute name. I feel like it's a very adorable name. And I don't know why people don't know how to pronounce it because
It's your name. I'm sure you don't even know how to pronounce your own name until they taught you.
if you literally read it, the words are, if you can read, the words are very obvious. I don't know. It's just Biobele. I mean, it's just a 7-letter word, Biobele. So I don't think it's, anyways, my name, but I don't think it's so difficult.
I don't think so too. At least now that I know it. Maybe at first it was. I don't think so. I can't even remember the first time. Sure. No, I'm not going to ask you that. With this, we've come to the end of today's episode. What would you like to tell our viewers at home? How do you feel now? Like from beginning to now?
I feel okay. I feel very relaxed. We've spoken about the whole season, and I'm happy. And I'm expecting a lot more in the next season.
Like,
What God has in store.
so no particular topic is coming to mind. Like, you're never like, oh wow, it'd be nice if they talk about this.
Off the top of my head, no. I'm interested in what I wanted us to talk about. There are already plans to.
There are plans.
Really?
Really?
You're surprised.
I'm surprised though. Please reveal these plans.
Don't be surprised now.
So yeah, after.
Yes, after.
And then what would you say to someone that is just seeing this episode for the first time?
Hi, you're welcome. Something that I feel like is very important, and I learned from the season 2 of Eklektos was being very patient and being intentional. In Daddy's episode, he spoke about how God moved him from where he was to where he is now. It didn't happen overnight. There was a process, but he learned to be patient through it and to work with God through it. So I know your life may not necessarily be how you envisioned it or how God had revealed it to you, but trust the process. There is a process that God is trying to unfold through you, and He needs you to give it time. Yes. So please trust God and work with Him, and He will make your life beautiful in His time.
From Bio Village becoming.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Do you have any question for me? I just feel I should ask. I was going to end the episode, but you don't, right? We can go on.
I'll ask you later.
Okay. Exclusive. Sorry. She said she'll ask me later. With that, we've come. Sorry?
What should we be expecting?
I don't know yet. To expect what she said, what God has in store for you. Okay, let me be serious. So with that, we've come to the end of another season. Like, we will not do what we did last year. We'll be back promptly with the next season by the grace of God. Meanwhile, you should go back and check out the other videos if you've not watched them yet. Share them. Post. Don't just post memes, post inspirational things too. This is not directed to anyone in particular, but if it feels like it concerns you, it probably does. Yeah, so share, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Don't just watch the video and pass. Let us know that you are there watching it. It does a lot to encourage.
Don't forget to like.
Those producing as well. She is saying, go on.
Don't forget to like it. Yes, it's very important, so that other people can see it on the
It helps the algorithm, so they suggest it to other people. So don't be stingy, don't be selfish. If you enjoyed it, if you laughed at least once, you should share it. In our next season, we'll see what God has for us. Bye. Thank you for joining us today. What? Oh, encourage her. It's coming out. What do you mean?
Enjoy.
It's